Joe is here. He's actually here. We did it. We basically just won. We just GG. Technically, the style is called White Ash, and you might hear me use both names in this guide. I'm going to keep this guide relatively straightforward while still explaining everything you need to know to start using him when he drops tomorrow afternoon. Also, just a general note, I'm mostly ad-libbing this. I don't really have much of a script beyond this point, so bear with me here. It's kind of like I'm doing like a guide speed run, so you can get all the information you want to know before you start playing him. Joe, aka White Ash, has 4 stocks with only 70 health per stock. However, his attacks strengthen with each stock he loses, but his block gets even weaker. This means that you're going to have to be paying a lot of attention to how you want to proceed through each stock, because your defense is going to drop, but your offense is going to increase. Your ultimates are counter-based QuickTime events, meaning you're going to have to press Q, and your hand is going to come up. And wow, I do really bad with this without a script. Ultimates are counter-based QuickTime events where you have to stand there and press Q in order to bring your hands up in a defensive position, where you'll then trigger a very quick QuickTime event. Succeeding it will deal damage to your opponent, whereas failing it will deal more to you. There's also a condition for a secret ultimate, which I will show later, but I'm not telling you the conditions for it. Your special ability is Burn. Your burning state requires counters to fill. It only deactivates when you want it to, and there's no deactivation condition that your opponent has to hit. However, the major downside for Burn is that your health is actively draining over time as long as you're using it. On top of this, you lose your backdash, and you have absolutely no block whatsoever. You literally cannot hold the block button. It does not work. Burn, however, is much stronger than your normal mode and will eventually actually disable your opponent's backdash in a condition called Wear Out. Over time, your opponent's backward movement speed will slowly deteriorate and eventually move until there's just nothing left, in which case a message will show up on the screen. However, Burn also shuts down your own backdash and completely disables your block until you decide to stop burning. This means that you are fully in control and yet have none at the same time. It's entirely up to you when you want to deactivate Burn. You just have to remember that the cooldown is going to collapse all the way back up to what it was, and you're therefore going to have to be paying attention to when you want it to pop. Joe plays incredibly differently compared to other styles, similar to when Switch Hit came out. It's going to completely disrupt the normal gameplay loop in terms of how ultimates work, and also because of how burning works, you're going to have to mitigate how much damage you're going to be taking. You do take a lot of reduced damage while you are in Burn, and perfect dodges landed on you do significantly less damage, so if you get PD fished, it's not really going to work. Majorly, your game plan should be to push extreme offensive while you're in Burn and get in as much damage as you can, because you can absolutely shred them apart. However, you in turn can be shredded because ultimates deal flat damage to your health. This means that if Iron Fist ultimate does 75%, that just turns into 75 and therefore kills you. So you have to really understand how much of a glass cannon you are, potentially even more than Freedom is. I'm not going to take up too much more of your time. I know you probably want to get to playing it, so I'm just going to say I really hope you enjoy Joe. It's going to be releasing tomorrow afternoon, and this is everything that you're going to need to know about it when it drops. If there's any other questions you have, I'll do my best to answer them in the comments below until it drops tomorrow. But now for the moment you've actually been waiting for. Here's the secret ultimate. Just a small disclaimer though, the current sound effects that you'll see in this clip are simply mixed together by me from some various concepts that the balance team has put together, and it's not final. But I still hope you like it regardless, and I'm sure Drowning Some hopes you like it too.
Let me break it down for you, Mark.